As a pipe stress engineer, you've most likely seen and used this equation for the hoop stress a couple of times either in previous courses or in your everyday work. Sigma hoop equals pressure times diameter divided by 2 times the thickness. It can be used to calculate the hoop stress in a pressurized pipe, or the other way around. To calculate the required wall thickness, in order to derive this equation, we have to assume that the inner diameter of the pipe is roughly the same as the outer diameter, meaning that the wall thickness of the pipe is small compared to the diameter. So this equation is only valid for thin-walled piping. However, for high-pressured systems, we might need so-called thick-walled piping, for which the thickness is relatively large and the assumption is no longer valid. In this module, we will discuss the different approaches for determining the required wall thickness between the thin-walled to thick-walled piping calculation methods and the transitions specified by the EN 13480 and ASME B31.3 piping codes. Each code has a similar but different approach on how to deal with thick-walled piping and how to determine the pipe thickness. The lesson objectives in this module are to know the different analysis methods for pipes of varying wall thickness, to be aware of the advantages and disadvantages of each method, to know when to apply either the thin or thick-walled relations during your pipe design, and how you can determine the minimum required wall thickness of a thick-walled pipe. Let's take a closer look at the concept of thin versus thick-walled piping and how this difference is applied in design codes. We'll start by looking at the equation for the hoop stress if we choose not to make the thin-walled assumption.